So first question for you, Naeema, is what do you like about your work?
The best thing about my work is that I get to do lots of different things and explore uh, different areas, but it's not just at a kind of super, like oh, that's interesting. I'll do a little bit of that. I can go into real detail um, and do completely different things, but they all fit around, I think, the central thing about work and people. So that's essentially what I do, and I can look at all sorts of different avenues on that.
Excellent. And how did you start out?
I started out working in sales. So this is a long time ago, and I sold chocolate and coffee. So I miss those days. So I could sell that. That's how I started. But any kind of sales role, really, as people will say, is obviously there's the product, you're looking for the end goal, and people to, you've convinced people thinking this is really good, but you don't want to convince people this is really good against what they want. You're just sort of having conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit of an easier sell talking about coffee and chocolate, but building out a relationship with them and introducing, ideas around, we're having conversations about their breaks and things like that. So you talk about these products and things, but it's understanding people and understanding, what they were looking for. So that was how I started.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. And the last question I've got for you is, what advice would you give to someone starting out today?
I think the main advice now, particularly in this world which is rapidly changing, and there's new technology coming in, and the world of work changing, we're going through this period of change after coronavirus. So we're in a period of quite a lot of upheaval. But through history, there's been times of upheaval, and there's three kind of areas I'd say are really important. Keep focus of what's around and what needs to change, but know about yourself as well, what it is that drives you, and pay attention to some of those things. Just going back to the question you asked me about how I started out when I was selling coffee and chocolate. I realised I like coffee and chocolate, but I also realised I liked talking to people, finding out what they did for their living. While we were talking about coffee breaks, you find out what people do for their life, and then through that I realised actually I'm really interested in people and their work. So it's being kind of paying attention to what you like and paying attention to what's out there. And then I think then you'll start getting clues about what it is you enjoy in work, and not to forget that can change through your career anyway. So be open to change as well.